Okay, welcome everybody to this special interview on the 1 minute boxing prediction video. And I'm joined with Alan Grace, refreshed from his win over David Kerkmann just before Christmas. Thanks for joining me, Alan.
Thanks for having me, Steve.
No worries. My first question to you, are you refreshed from that win? Did you enjoy Christmas?
Yes, mate. Definitely refreshed and loved Christmas. It's got to be one of the best I've ever had, because of straight after the win.
Yeah, I was going to say a lot of boxers sometimes fight after Christmas, but you've done it the right way. You fought before Christmas, so you don't have to worry about weight, drinking, anything like that. So you've definitely done it the right way around, didn't you, really? So
Absolutely.
yeah, nothing to worry about on training camp or weight or anything. Going back to the fight itself, I'm going to address the elephant in the room. Second round stoppage. Was the ref right to stop the fight? A lot of people were saying it's a bit controversial, the stoppage, but did you think that was right to stop the fight?
No, it was 100%. He was right. The guy was knocked out cold. I'm actually really glad that he got saved from further punishment because there's no need to take it. The referee's Reese Carter. He's like an accomplished ref. He's been doing it for like 20 years. And I think that the only questions were immediately after went for the people in the arena because they don't get to see a replay,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It looks like I caught him twice, and then we had a few people going, that was a bit sharp, but thankfully it was on DAZN. So if anyone wants to go back and watch the
Rewatch it.
replay,
Yeah.
they can see it on DAZN. You get the advantage of the slow-mo afterwards and that kind of stuff, but his eyes are in the back of his head. He's in serious trouble. So I think the referee did really well.
Yeah.
And then the first couple of times I watched it, I'm looking at myself celebrating. But if you actually, watch Kerkmann, he tries to walk back to his corner after the stoppage. He's looking at the corner and he starts walking
Legs
this
are
way.
gone. Yeah.
He's looking ahead, but his legs taking him off to the left. But
Yeah, going
ultimately, I'm glad we both got out of there safe, and everyone got to enjoy a great fight. Did you enjoy the night?
Yeah, I was about to say I was there. I thought the stoppage. I recorded the stoppage and I looked at it on the zone after. I think it was the right decision, to be honest with you. Kerkmann just looked gone. You're right. I think his legs were gone. Saved him for any further punishment. But yeah, it was a great night. How closely did that fight go according to your game plan then, Alan?
Well, I mean, I didn't have much chance to show what we worked on because obviously I was only in there for 4 minutes. But
Yeah.
I think there was some of the shots we worked on. Now ranked number 50 in the world, which is pretty cool. And I think in terms of a game plan, that can't have gone much better. But going into it, we knew that he was durable. He'd been fighting at a high level for a long time. He was European champion before. Never been knocked out properly. He'd had a dodgy stoppage once, but it was, never actually hurt. And we had planned for all 10 rounds and a very high work pace.
Yeah, so you were prepared to go.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, if it's there, you don't get paid overtime, take it.
Exactly, mate. And the plan was to beat him up, really, and go to war. So we were really ready for that. But once I clipped him with the right hand, saw the legs go, saw his eyes go, and then just automatically finished the job,
Sure. How would you rank that performance along your best fights?
I would say it's the best. It's definitely the best performance.
Yeah. Okay.
Because there's a few reasons, really. I think first of all, I didn't put a foot wrong. And like my other good performance was probably the Maxi fight, and then the first 2 rounds of that, he was all over me. So
yeah,
I was a bit, it took a while to get into it. Whereas this one, I was very relaxed and nice, and from the start. Also, you got to remember, opponent-wise, Kerkmann was extremely active. He had lots of experience. He had a high knockout ratio. His team, I didn't find this out till after because they all spoke German, which is what my coach speaks as well.
Okay.
And his team had basically said that they had, when we offered them the fight, they watched video of me fighting, and then they accepted the fight because they knew it was going to be an easy win.
Really? Oh wow!
Yeah,
that is a surprise. So, if you had to rank yourself out of 10 for that performance, what would you give yourself?
Maybe a 9.
9. Okay.
Well, as a boxing fan, I always struggle to give myself 10 because I do lack so much being so new to the game. But I think if you're doing it based on my style and what I intended to do that night, then I suppose there's there wasn't really many errors. And the most important thing is that everyone enjoyed the show because that's what gets me these big opportunities and these big shows and these headlines is because everyone wants to come and watch me. If some people want to come see me get knocked out, and some people want to see me knock someone else out.
Sometimes it goes that way, and sometimes it goes that way. Is there anything you need to improve on after this fight? Do you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think there's any part of my game that doesn't need improvement.
Okay.
People need to remember that I'm still only 2 years in. More often than not, my feet are still in the wrong place, and I catch too many shots. Even the shot that caught him as he's coming in, the idea was to slip. I thought he was throwing a straight, so I tried to slip it, and he actually threw a hook. So he did actually catch me with the shot, but thankfully it didn't. It didn't hurt. And then as he's coming in, I've still thrown the counter. So yeah, I'm entertaining to watch, and as long as people keep coming to watch, and loving it, then I'll keep fighting.
I was going to say that's a modest answer. I would say definitely a modest answer. So always room for improvement. Also, tell us about the Derbyshire Children's Holiday Centre donation as well.
Yeah, so there's a charity local to Derby where I'm from, and that's obviously also where the fight took place. Derbyshire Children's Holiday Centre, and what they do is first of all, everyone in Derby knows at least one person that's had to use the Derbyshire Children's Holiday Centre, at least in the area I'm from, anyway.
Yeah,
and they take kids that can't afford a holiday themselves to the seaside, give them a nice break. They've been going for 135 years.
Oh, wow.
So it's literally since the 1800s, which is like mad to think.
Yeah.
But in 2025, they didn't take any kids at all because of the lack of funding. So I pledged £10,000 to them, but in the end, I gave £30,000.
That's amazing.
Because I just believe in it so much. I think it's a good cause.
That is amazing, and an amazing gesture, amazing cause as well there for what you've done there, Alan. So that was really really good. What are your plans? I know we're just in January now. What's your plans for 2026? How soon would you want to be back out again, back in the ring?
I was actually looking for something in February, but
already? Oh wow!
But I don't think I'm going to be ready in time. So I do like to take things at a fast pace, but I'm also trying to make sure I improve every fight, and there wasn't really enough time to be ready in February. So it's looking like another fight in April. And so it's probably like mid-April, I think.
That's more realistic, do you think, for like training camp and the opponents and stuff? Any news or any idea of opponents yet? Or is it too early?
We're in talks with a couple of opponents. None of them have accepted yet. Everybody always wants more money.
So to be confirmed then.
But I mean, that's it. And obviously, when you get to the sharper end of the division, each fight only gets tougher. So there's a lot of very cool opponents there. I can't release any names yet, but as soon as someone signs on the dotted line, you'll be the first to know.
We'll be there. Brilliant. Yeah, that's good to know. What would you say to the fans who come to support you that night, and the people watching this video as well, Alan?
Well, just a massive thank you. I worked hard, not just in camp, but also to get that show on DAZN. So if anyone hasn't seen it yet, they can go there and watch the main event. But I think for all those that came and supported, and all those that watched along, just a big thank you, I suppose, because I can do all the training in the world, but you can't put on a show without fans. So I owe a debt of gratitude to everyone that supports.
Yeah, absolutely that. So brilliant. That's about it for the show, Alan. Thank you very much for joining me, and obviously look forward and hearing some news when you're back in action. And all the best for 2026.
All right, thanks, Steve, and thank you everyone for tuning in.
Thanks, Alan.